And of course, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here at Signature Esports. And what a pleasure it is to be back with you once again for the Real Racing Online Dirt Series right here from the virtual Tulsa Expo Center in Oklahoma, the home of the Chili Bowl. This is where they host the Midget Nationals. Lucas Oil Speedway is part of what they have going on here. So you see it all over the track right there. It is good to see you back once again. And of course, and always, thank you to everybody for doing what you do out there. Quarter-mile track here, very tight conditions. And we are going to have a whole bunch of racing. Up to 60 drivers, 24 to the feature. This is heat race number 1. Kyle Ramsey wins the right to go on the pole in the first heat. And then race Liberante. Good to thank you for following out there. The number 34. You're going to be starting on the outside pole position. Cody Kinsey, the number 3, is there. Ryan Frazier, the number 94 Canadian driver. He's going to be inside or outside row number 2. Jim George, Jason Wilkie. That's going to make up row number 3 for you. Colton Everingham, number 48. Then Aiden Turner and Braden Corey. I think some drivers may have dropped out of it, but we did open it up. It is the Chili Bowl race. We're going to see how it rock and rolls. Consolation races are going to be there. And, of course, we're going to have a whole lot of fun. Of course, brought to you by Ray's Energy Drink, repsports.com. Make sure you put in promo code SIG Esports. You'll be able to see all of that going on. 8 laps is what they're going to run in the heat races. And that's pretty much how it's going to rock and roll. Right here, you're going to see the pace truck dive off. Now, this track is very, very, very compact. Starts and restarts are on the green. Starts are on the green. Then after that, it's on the race leader, 34, the 77 there. Look how tight that is. Very, very tight coming in. Woo, there they are. Off like a prom dress, ready to rock and roll. Cody Kinsey ready to pounce there in third. Somebody's going to win the heat race. Somebody's going to have that first pole position for the feature. Feature's going to be 50 laps. Cody Kinsey there to the inside. Little beating, banging, bumping, and grinding. Kool-Aid is on the way. Kyle Ramsey out front. There he is, the number 77 down the backstretch. Running his laps. Turn 3, turn 4. Very, very short, quick laps for everybody. 13 to 14 second laps is what they're going to be running. Race Liberante. Zach, good to see you out there. Out there on Facebook. Cody Kinsey's team, yeah, there as well. Whoa, looks like Liberante and Kinsey getting into each other. A little wall banging going on, but Liberante takes over number 2. Fixed race setups here at the Lucas Oil quarter mile. 4 laps to go. The 77 of Ramsey out front by 7/10 of a second, and now they're just going to have to beat and bang their way all the way to the front. Midline run for the number 77, and they're coming around the backstretch. 3 laps to go, 2 to go when they come across the start-finish line here in just about half of a second right there. 2 to go. Heat race number 1. 3 drivers going to go. Looks like Frazier, Corey Wilkie, Everingham, George, and Turner. Those guys are going to be sitting out, maybe waiting for consolation races. We'll see what happens as they continue to roll forward. A lot of these guys part of the Real Racing Online Dirt Street Stock Series. As the white flag's going to wave. Checkered flag this time from Fred the Flag Man. Kyle Ramsey wins heat race number 1. Liberante second, Kinsey in third. Heat race number 2. To have some familiar names out there for you. Kyle Jarrett, the number 45. You're going to see him out there. Justin Collision, the number 28, is there in the outside row 1. Caden Murray, Zachary Tanahall, that's who we thought was going to be out there. So Caden Murray, good to see him out there. I was out there in practice with that driver. Cannon Lowenberger, that looks like that name right there. The number 5 place car has Chris Dunnigan there. I am not in this race, of course. Chris Olson and Jason Hastings out there. Zachary Manley, the number 14, looks like he might be out there competing. We're seeing a couple of drivers out there. Usually it's 10 to the feature, but something is not working. All right by me. Kyle Jarrett's going to lead him around, though. He's going to be that pole sitter, so at least 3 drivers going to rock and roll. We're going to see how the feature turns out when things get set here in just a little while. Yes, Tony, it does say everybody else is out. Number 45 getting a shout out from Eric Bisline out there. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. say that everybody else is out. That was what was going on. Cody is wheeling that car, says Jacob Kenzie. Yes, he was. Doing a great job. Pace truck leading them around here. The indoor arena. You know what's funny about that? I had set the race up, and it said that the indoor arena was not able to be driven at night, so I had to select a daytime start time, which is crazy because it's an indoor arena. You shouldn't matter about lights. Thank you to everybody sharing out there. Hopefully everybody's having a great night. Make sure you give us a like and follow on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and just give us a whole lot of love. Jared ready to go. 8 laps here in heat race number 2. 7 to the back bumper. 28 up high. Looks like Collison, sorry. I say collision, but Collison right there. He was the driver that went up into the wall a little bit. Murray using the outside line. Looks like Collison's going to be there on the inside of the 7 of Murray's. They come around to the backstretch. Kyle Jarrett out front. We've said that quite a bit here in the Real Racing Online Dirt Series. Now, this is a non-points race for those who are in the Real Racing Online Series. This is all about bragging rights. Who's going to win the first ever Chili Bowl for Signature Esports and the Real Racing Online Dirt Series. Side-by-side racing back there. That's some exciting racing going on right there. There's the 7 of Caden Hill. When I drove around this bad boy, there was something I had to realize is that I couldn't get out of third gear. I had to drive the whole thing in third gear. Some of these drivers might be driving around in third and fourth. 7, 28 takes over the second place position. As now you see Kyle Jarrett out by 1.6 seconds. 3 laps to go coming around here at the Chili Bowl. Tulsa, Oklahoma Expo Center. The crowd looks excited, looks enthused. Of course, digitally, socially distancing, so on and so forth. 2 laps to go, backstretch run for the 45 of Jared. He's got a 2.5 second lead. Collison and the 7 as the white flag waves. The 7 there to the inside of the 28 coming in. Ooh, a little bounce off the wall. 7 and the 28 collect each other a little bit there. Caden Murray coming around here. 28 giving one last ditch effort because Jared's going to win it here. Kyle Jarrett wins heat race number 2. You see him right there. Congratulations to him on that one. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun for him. Heat race number 3 about to pick up. Starting grid coming in. Here's Matt Belt, Michael Woolley, Ogle, Cole Tim. Looks like he was sitting there waiting for everybody. Jay's Automotive. Where is Jay's Automotive? Maybe there's just 3 people in each race. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Visetka is going to be 6th if they load in. There is Malvor, and Harold, and Jason Beauregard, Corey Skiles. Looks like all those drivers were supposed to be in here. I'm not sure if that's just because we only had three drivers in each one. I know that I set it up correctly. I promised that I did, and if I didn't, then I'm terribly sorry. Signature PC Gaming Series. That's some new products that we're developing here over at Signature Esports. Go to signatureesports.com. Buy your Real Racing Online Dirt Series t-shirt. You can buy that in our shop over there. Signature Esports /shop. It'll be Belt, Woolley, and Ogle. That'll be the 3 in the race. Waiting for the green flag right here. Matt Belt gets off like a progress. Look at him go. Outside line run from Michael Woolley, the 08 pinch, and Woolley up top. These cars can take a beating. Woolley giving a little bump and go. Woo-wee, look at him run. Matt Belt, Michael Woolley. Matt Belt not having to worry about anything. There's Ogle and Woolley side by side. Man, this is a demo derby for those two. Into it, trying to clear them. 08 of Ogle does so side by side into turn 1 and turn 2. Backstretch run for these guys as you see him continue to move around. The 08 holding up the line, but not by much. Matt Belt continuing to lead out front by 3.5 seconds. He can virtually just take a nap. Ogle and Woolley still battling it out there in second. Hear that dirt kind of, Woolley comes offline just a little bit right there. Not a big deal. The 08 of Ogle. Those guys were just into each other for a little bit there, but still
Going to make up for some interesting racing when it comes down to the Dirt Series here in just on the feature here in just a little bit. So it's going to be a lot of fun. K-Dog, thanks for playing out there. Actually, it says thanks for following. K-Dog play. I said play out there. Matt Belt, 2 laps to go. Backstretch run, turn 3. He's going to come around and take the white flag here at the Tulsa's Best Chili Bowl track. Ogle, Woolley still battling it out back there. Inside line run. Woolley tried. Oh, Woolley gets up into the wall. No, Woolley. Matt Belt going to come around and take the victory here in heat race number 3. And Ogle going to finish in second. Woolley in third. Man, Woolley hopped the line there. He hopped that berm in the middle and nowhere to go. Congratulations to Matt Belt. Man, oh man. All right. Looks like this is going to be a consolation race. Cody Kinsey, Michael Woolley loading in. Let's see what these guys do. Chili Bowl looks to be a lot of fun. 10 drivers in the consolation race. Maybe we're going to have some drivers. Maybe they were just in there practicing. I'm not sure. Got a huge list of drivers right there. Not quite sure. Well, how about Team Yeah versus Team Midwest Maniac? Let's rock and roll. Let's see what happens. 15-lap shootout. Listen to those engines rumble out there. 11 to 13. There's the 2 in here, so we're going to see. Quite sure what's going on with it. Oh, what's up, Woolley? You hitting the wall for? Oh, look at him bang into Kinsey. Whoa! Waiting for the green flag. There they go. Kinsey Woolley. About as good as it's going to get. Comes to some of our favorite drivers right here. The SETV 11, the Midwest Maniac Thanos. Hardcore driving, number 13 right behind him. How lovely these cars look. They look absolutely amazing. Kinsey Woolley. Kinsey has a little bit of pressure. Michael Woolley there to the inside. Side by side into turn 3. 12 laps to go. They come into turn 1. Woolley going to take the lead over from Kinsey right there. Kinsey going to hop the berm, but he's going to catch back up. Kinsey was good out front, but maybe he just needs a little bit of love. Hold on, a little side-by-side door banging is always good. Driving it into somebody, though, that's not necessarily the best. 13, 11, better throttle for the 11 right there. He's going to get into the corner just a little bit more narrow as he's going to carry around, ride the berm high, back to back again. There's the 13, the 11, Woolley and Kinsey, trying to get themselves up closer to the front row as they come around here. 9 laps to go. Kinsey, Michael Woolley, rocking and rolling front stretch. No mistakes. That's all you got to worry about is whether or not they're going to make any mistakes. Turn 4. There's the front stretch right there. Woolley digging it sideways. Oh, big checkup, big slow up. Kinsey going to capitalize on that gain a little bit here as they come around turn 3, turn 4. There's that Team Black Sheep, Race Liberante. Good to see you out there, man. Non-points race for the Real Racing Online series here. Next week, we'll be back at it again. We'll be back on the regular schedule, and that will be all points related. This was supposed to be a paid event, but within the holidays, we just kind of lost track of a bunch of stuff, and that was one of the things we lost track of. So my apologies. It could have been a bigger event, but you know what? I love it here. 3 laps to go. Woolley 3 seconds ahead of Kinsey. I believe Kinsey might have gotten into the wall just a little bit right there. Maybe he was just trying to flatten his car out and dig in deeper. 3 laps to go. Woolley out front, 3 seconds. 2 to go now here. Lucas Oil Speedway, Kamikaze, Midwest Maniac. Doing what he does best, coming around. Enjoying the scenery, white flag waves. Looks like Woolley. Whoa! Whoa! Oh no! Better get it, Woolley. Just trying to make it interesting. That's all he's trying to do. There it is. There's the checkered flag. Woolley wins it here. Consolation race. Let's see what's going to happen here as we had some of the drivers connect and disconnect. And, we might just end up with one driver in here. Not quite sure. Looks like Collison's there. Cole Tim, Leuenberger, George, Setka. I'm not racing. Probably should get out there and race, though. Why not? Do believe they may end up skipping this consolation race just because there's one driver.
Give it a second for them to load in. We'll see what happens when it comes to what they were doing.
Alrighty. Collison wins. Consolation race number 2. Oh, yes, Kayla. Good. Thank you very much. Better Halves. If you are a part of esports, even in iRacing, of course, make sure that you get out there and you go find the Better Halves group. Signature Esports has a big support group, not just for drivers, but for the spouses of drivers and esports gamers, because, why not? It's a whole lot of fun. It's just what we do. Collison's going to battle around. Collison's going to get some practice in, and we're down the track for us. All right, folks, I'm going to take a vocal break. Watch Collison do his thing.
I'll be back with you here in a little bit.
Alrighty, so they're going to be gridding up here for the 50 lapper. And let's see. Starting grid be pretty much who loads in right there. Kyle Ramsey, Kyle Jarrett. Looks like that's going to be the front row. Matt Belt, Mr. Liberante. Good to see you out there, my friend. Hayden Murray, AJ Ogle, Michael Woolley. It's probably as close as we're going to get right there. So 50 laps is what they're going to be running. Stay tuned. It's going to be interesting. Man, oh man, oh man. Back at it again. It is right after the holidays. Like the 77 of Ramsey. Not making it in. Kyle Jarrett's going to lead him out. It's going to be Belt, Liberante, Murray, Ogle, Woolley, Kinsey, and the 28 of Collison. So Jarrett and Belt, that's where it's going to line up. Racetrack going to line them up. Flattening out the sides of the cars. They're going to dig in. One more lap around. Pace truck's going to dive in right here. You're going to see him hit the backstretch as soon as he hits the backstretch. Almost an immediate left turn. And they're waiting for the green flag from Fred the Flagman here, Tulsa, Oklahoma. The sights and sounds. Green, green, green. 45 of Jared Belt to the inside. It's like Liberante tried to go there to the middle. Caution laps do not count. This is a small little racetrack. Belt, Jared, Murray, Liberante. There's Ogle, Woolley, Collison, Kinsey. Kinsey trying to make up some ground there as well. Belt out front. But for how long as Kyle Jarrett takes the outside line. Little diamond shape coming in here. As you see the 14 of Matt Belt going to have to try to hold off Kyle Jarrett as they come around turn number 3. Third lap in, now fourth as they come around. Matt Belt doing a great job of just trying to be patient. Run his line. Liberante, the Kool-Aid man, the number 34. He's got the 28 of Collison right behind him. There's the 08 of Ogle. I can't see where Ogle is. Seems to be blinking on my screen. Oh, Woolley, Kinsey. Oh, man. Caution. Flip it back around. No caution. Everybody's still going in the right direction. Lap 6. There's Liberante. Woolley trying to catch back up. There's the 11 of Kinsey. Collison starting to gain some ground as he comes back up. He is trying to hold on. There's AJ Ogle. Disappearing just a little bit there. There's the 7 of Murray. Murray's not far off the race leaders. He's just got to dig in and go. As we see Kyle Jarrett now starting to close the gap on the 27 of Belt. The 45 doing his job, front stretch run, digging it in as much as he can. Belt running around. He's got the 34 there in front of him. There's Liberante. Out of the way of the race leader. Highline run. Belt just a little tap on the wall right there. There goes Matt Belt. Turn 3 run, 10 laps into this bad boy, and they are already running. Kyle Jarrett getting some shout-outs from Jacob Keith. Good to see you out there, my friend. Belt, 0.6 of a second over Jarrett, but Jarrett still holding on. 34 of Liberante goes a lap down, but, I mean, not by much. Woolley and Kinsey, there's a good battle going on. Woolley running it. Kinsey trying to use the berm. Woolley trying to move faster up the racetrack. Justin Collison not far off of AJ Ogle, the 08 right there, the 28. Trying to apply some pressure, trying to catch up to the race leaders and get himself into contention. Side by side, the two drivers are trying to gain some momentum off of, kind of basically bouncing it off of the 08 right there, which I can understand that. Just straighten your car out. Oh, the 08 turned it into him just a little bit. 28 trying to go straight up the wall. Both of those drivers going. The 08 trying to pull back around. Nobody could turn themselves straight. Side-by-side racing, they're into each other. Caden Murray trying to track down the two race leaders. There is Murray. 3 seconds, almost 4 seconds off of Matt Belt. Matt Belt, 0.8 of a second in front of Kyle Jarrett, who's now a full second off, using a highline run right there. Matt Belt doing a great job. Liberani there running figuratively third to the race leaders, but he's a lap down. AJ Ogle might have had some issues there. That's what I heard at least. Got into the wall. Not bad though. Woolley and Kinsey still trying to hold on. Whoa, Kinsey trying to get out of the way to the race leaders. Man, oh man. Liberani right there behind the 11. Woolley trying not to go a lap down to Matt Belt, but Matt Belt is right there. All over the rear bumper of the 13. 27 of Belt chasing the 13 all the way around the track. Turn 3 run for him right there. Belt saying move, because Kyle Jarrett's going to start catching here very shortly. Try not to go a lap down. You don't want to be a lap down here because there are no waiver rounds, just like the I think it's the IMCA rules. The 14 of Belt getting a better run on the high line, though. If he can't pass him on the low line, he's going to try to pass him on the high line. Woolley trying to stick that car in as deep as it can go without losing too much speed. He is trying to catch Ogle, who's in fourth. Belt and Jarrett looking to try to lap the field. Collison in 28th, the number 28, he is slowly catching the leaders, but still holding that almost 6 second difference between he and Matt Belt, who's trying to get around Michael Woolley. Gives him a little tip, sends him up the track. Woolley now out of the way of the race leaders. Now Woolley's kind of crab walking back there. What was going on with that? 25 laps to go. He's got a little damage there from hitting the wall. Kind of crab walking, can't get into, he won't even be able to get into pit road. Matt Belt gave him a little bit of a bump and go. 08 of Ogle right there, the 14. It says the 14 there for Matt Belt. That's just because of the number he runs with Real Racing Online. But the 27 in the race, your race leader, Matt Belt right there in the Martini. He's got the 45 of Kyle Jarrett right there. Ogle trying to run his line. But look at this go. Little bump and go, sending him up the track. 45 of Jarrett giving a stop though. Belt being conscious of where they're at. 34 of Liberani trying to get his lap back now after the race leaders kind of slowed down there. A little bump and go. There goes Kyle Jarrett there to the inside. Lap traffic being a problem a little bit now as they're trying to make themselves just a little bit more ready to go. Jarrett now 1.2 seconds off of the race leader. It's a little bumpity bump there to the inside. Chili Bowl very tight, very small track, and very hard to not only pass, but if the leader gets out ahead of you, you kind of have to run the line he's not running. See if you can gain any speed. Belt 1.5 seconds out over Kyle Jarrett as Jarrett finally gets around Liberani. And now Cody Kinsey trying to apply the pressure back there as well, try to take over 5th place for Liberani. Slowly making his way up there. Woolley 9 laps out. Does look like Woolley was in pit road. He's still in pit road. Collison, the 28, being patient. Gained a little bit on the leader there, 0.2 of a second. Now he is trying to get himself back into the contention with the race leaders, because right now the 08 of Ogle about to go a lap down to Matt Belt with 13 laps to go here at the Chili Bowl Extravaganza, the Lucas Oil Tulsa, Oklahoma Expo Center. Belt, Jared, Collison, that's going to be the top three. Ogle, Liberati, Kinsey. Looks like Woolley's going to be there. Like Ogle, he's trying to stay high, but every time he bounces it off the wall, it kind of sends him just a little bit more quick. Side-by-side racing with a race leader there. There's the Matt Belt trying to go around the 08 and does so. Cleared him a little bit there. Now is trying to use the berm to hold on to it. The 08 getting to the back, getting to the inside. Whoa! Turning it into the race leader. Not quite the right thing you should be doing. That was nuts. 14 now taking off his line. Has to reset and readjust. The 08 of Ogle using that wall, trying to bounce it off. A little tappity tap tap, gain the speed on the exit, not going to work this time. Kyle Jarrett now trying to close the distance. 1.6 seconds away from Matt Belt. 8 laps to go here. Chili Bowl Dirt Street Stocks. Now I know that these guys are going to have another race after this, but we are not going to be able to broadcast the next race just because of time limitations and what we had going on. So it's good to see everybody out there once again. And remember, we're going to start racing here again. The 2021 season for the Signature eNASCAR Series. Ogle up into the wall. Caution's going to come out. Here's Ogle. Got into the wall. To see how he got into the wall. Kind of stuck himself into the wall right here. Right there. Oh, man, Jared. 34 goes around. So the caution is going to come out. It's going to tie everybody back out. We're going to Belt, Jared, Collison. Those guys are only cars in the lead lap right now. Back to live conditions. Under 10 laps to go. There will be a single file restart. So an opportunity for everybody. Liberanti is going to be in 4th. Kinsey in 5th. Ogle in 6th. Will lead 19 laps out, but he's in 7th place. Not bad. 24 drivers that are supposed to be in. Back at it, green flag. They're coming around. 5 to go. All they got to do is just hold on. Collison goes to the inside of Jared. Oh, man, that about broke my heart for a moment. Collison and Jared side by side, the 28 and the 45. 08 off track just a little bit right there. Here is Matt Belt trying to lead here. Close it down. 3 laps to go. Real Racing Online Dirt Street Stock Series. We do have modifieds and super lates. That's another part of what we do. A bigger, growing series for the Real Racing Online series. So make sure that you keep tuning in each and every each and every Sunday. eNASCAR is coming back on the 16th with the Clash at Daytona. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. It's going to be Saturday the 16th, and then the following Thursday, white flag here. Following Thursday, season 2021 starts with the Daytona 400. Belt, though, going to win here. Collison in second, Jared in third, Liberati. Collison, they got a lucky break there. Been able to beat and bang. 08 doing it justice. So congratulations to Matt Belt on the win here. And congratulations to all the guys. A lot of fun. And what a good race. Next season is going to be awesome. Ready to get back on the race schedule? Absolutely. I'm ready to get back on in it as well. But anyway, anyhow, congratulations, Belt, Collison, Jared Liberanti. He's going to be out there in 4th, Kinsey in 5th, Ogle, and Woolley. Everybody, I thank you very much. You guys are absolutely amazing. Remember, tune in next week. We're going to have some more racing. And I tell you what, we're going to back on the schedule Thursday, Friday, Saturday is our normal race schedule for the Signature, or Thursday through Sunday, sorry, is our normal race schedule for Signature Esports. We do have the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. That's going to be happening here on Tuesday. So they're back in action again. They get Daytona Road Course, I do believe. That's going to be up and coming. Midwest Days of Thunder. They have a Cup Series race, I believe, this next Friday. So we'll be doing that. And then I will be handing over the reins of the Midwest Days of Thunder to another co-announcer so that they can get things up and running for me. And I appreciate them for doing that. But have a great night, everybody. Real Racing Online Dirt Series. We're done. Chili Bowl is it. Also, kind of like an all-star race. We're going to do like a... we're going to have to do a different all-star race here pretty soon. So, Dirt Dogs International, Jacob Keith out there, absolutely. Hope everybody has a great night. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. And we will see you again here in just a few days. Love you. Give us a like and follow. Go shop on our store. Peace out.